Hello.
Now you can say it.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, hello,
We
hello.
have today roommate number two,
Yes.
the infamous roommate number two.
Infamous or
Yes.
famous?
Well, I don't know. It could go either way.
TBD.
TBD.
Yeah. She is going to join us today and we're gonna interview her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that is roommate number two is Liz's second daughter. And are we letting her name? Are we doing her name?
I don't care.
You don't care. Okay, her name is
No.
Morgan. And Morgan is middle child, just like me. Middle childs are the best. We all
Yes.
know this.
Middle
Liz is
child
also
syndrome.
married to a middle child. Yes.
Yeah.
Liz, you're muted, so we can't hear you. And her name is Morgan. Morgan, you also have a
Daughter, yes.
daughter. Yeah, just one that we know about.
Just
And yes. And how old is daughter?
she just turned 1.
Just from one, so she's in the throes. But
Yeah.
yeah, so lots of work there, lots of
Oh,
lack of sleep, and
yeah.
yep,
Last night.
last night.
Literally.
Yes, Exhibit A. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, since Liz is your mother,
Okay.
then I'm gonna ask you. Oh, okay. Well, let's start easy. So, um, how did you meet us?
Oh, well. I met my mom straight out the boom.
Very early age. Yes.
Day one. Um,
So,
almost
how long ago was that?
25 years ago and
Okay.
some change.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Met you, I'm assuming shortly
same
after.
time. Same
Oh, you were
time.
there? Okay.
Yep. Same time. So we both met you at the same time. Of course, you knew your mom a little longer than me. Well,
Yeah.
physically. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, let's just say anything you want to share about who you are now and like what you do, any fun facts, anything that you want to like introduce yourself as. So, like to the audience members, we know you as roommate two, we know you as Liz's second daughter, my niece. However, who is Morgan? Like, what do you want to share with us to let us know who you are?
Well, I'm 25. I'm in business school, studying general business, and I think um I'm tacking on for human resources as like the general consensus of the major. Um, so that
How long have you been in school?
I think 7 years.
Well,
But I
19 to be fair, right?
no, okay, yeah. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess high
19 years.
school, but
Yeah.
um, I guess college, yeah, like 7 years. But I've changed my major, so
Yeah.
Change your major, took breaks, baby.
Yeah.
yeah.
Life
I'm
happens.
still, I'm still gonna finish though.
Yeah, you
Yes,
are.
thank
Yeah.
you.
So,
Yeah.
long and steady race on
Slow and
that.
steady. Slow and steady.
Yeah, but
Fine.
um, yeah, I live in Stillwater, Oklahoma. I, like I said, I have a daughter. Um, and I'm just me. I'm just a dweeb.
Mhm. Uh, we we have to do this at the end too because we did it with Randy, but fun facts, like little known characteristics or character traits that make you unique. So
Hmm.
yeah, well, I know a few about you. So
Okay.
Yeah, we'll try and share those. I'm sure your mom does too. All right,
Okay.
Liz, you want to ask her? Do you want to lead the witness?
Um, what is your favorite thing to do besides work or school?
Mm, I would say my favorite thing to do, I like baking. I've started like baking sourdough and stuff. Um, and I've just been branching off of that and making literally sourdough everything. So
Do you
bread
have
making.
do you have any success? Like, how does it turn out? Are you happy with it, or are you like still tweaking it?
Oh, it's
So
fabulous.
yeah, I mean, I made a cheddar jalapeno loaf for Christmas and it was devoured, but I think my favorite thing to make is the sourdough bagels.
Mm.
Like, yeah,
Oh, cool. I've never had one. I've never made one. That sounds good. Yeah.
yeah,
Do you boil them like regular bagels or no?
yeah.
Yeah.
You make the dough and then yeah, you boil them and then bake them just like
Nice.
regular. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Remember you can always say pass.
Okay.
Okay, like you don't have to answer if you don't want to, just say pass, so that's up to you.
Okay.
And then so I'm gonna we'll start easy and then right as we go. Let's see. Do you have a memorable moment like that sticks out in your brain like almost immediately when you think about like knowing me or like any along our timeline and all the times we've shared together? Do you have like
Mhm.
a memorable moment that just like pops to the top of your brain that you want to share?
Yeah, well, is when I lived with you. I remember one night we were just like in the living room talking or whatever, and you were talking about like growing up with my mom and stuff. And there's a video, I have it on video, but you were like mimicking my mom as she woke up as a child. And like she'd be like going to the bathroom and literally you were walking and you were mimicking because you were like, she just farts while she walks to the bathroom and she would gas you out.
Like
And that
every
literally is
morning,
the funniest thing ever.
literally like every morning. And
Yeah.
like I would, so there was always a race to the bathroom. Like,
Hmm.
so we had one
One
bathroom.
bathroom for
We had one
4 or 5
bathroom.
people.
No, no, no. To be fair, it was me, you, and other sibling and mom, right? So,
Hmm.
and we had one bathroom, but my mom would like, she always took in strays. Like, not kidding. Like, so we had a
Yeah.
family of like five living with us at one point in the same house. So there
Hmm.
was like three bedrooms and one bathroom still. So like it was like a race to the bathroom in the morning. So Liz and I would usually wake up at the same time anyway, because we were doing paper route. And then she would like hoof it to the bathroom. And if I didn't make it, she'd be in front of me and then she'd just be like down the hallway. And I'm like,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Of course, we didn't use that word at the time. But I'm like,
Yeah.
she's just like crop dusting me as she's going to the bathroom every freaking time. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
No,
funny.
that's
Good
what comes to
memory.
mind.
Okay, Liz, you up.
Questions for Morgan. Okay. Let's see. Tell us about what you want to do when you get out of school.
Also,
I'm
like
keeping it light here because I'm avoiding. Go ahead.
you're what?
I said, tell us about what you want to do when you get out of school. Like, what do you want to do?
Also, like I said, like I'm taking a human resources class right now, and um, it's really interesting to me. So, like I said, I've like put that on to part of my major, like to narrow it down. So I think that like maybe somewhere I will like go into human resources for whatever company. I don't know.
Okay.
It's possibilities are endless with that. So
Okay, well, I just was wondering if you still had the same plans that I had heard about last, which
Yeah.
definitely not. So that's okay.
no,
Okay.
yeah,
To be fair
Okay.
though, like I feel like that changes all the time, but in terms of
Oh,
like, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. And also like taking your time in school is not a bad thing. I feel like everybody's like shoved into it and nobody knows what they're wanting to do anyway, because like you're not grown, you know. So I'm like, it's fine to take your
Morgan
time.
will run a company one day. I'm pretty convinced of that, no matter what. She's like
Okay.
the person, like,
She's
um,
dependable and
I
responsible.
think she's very responsible,
Yeah,
for the most part. Of course she does stupid things occasionally, but she's also 25.
we
So
all do. We all
Still
yes,
do.
we all
young.
do.
I
Oh,
still
oh,
do. Yeah. Okay.
okay.
Um,
Um, Go ahead.
you want to go? It's my turn, but
No,
you
go
can go. I
ahead.
don't care. Um, okay. Let's see. Um, has our relationship, meaning me and you, right? Let's say
Hmm.
outside of mom, has our relationship influenced your approach to your work or your personal life at all? And if so, like in what way? Like, is there anything that like just having me as your auntie,
Hmm.
whatever, like, is there anything about just our connection that's influenced you? And if so, like just share like whatever you want to, or you can say pass.
Okay. I mean, like I've always, for like seeing you, you've always like worked. You've always like made shit happen. I feel like, and I mean, like you're a single mom and stuff, and so I feel like you've made it work with whatever you've got, and I feel like for me, that's like okay, like I can do it,
Mm,
you
yeah,
know.
she can do it, I can do it.
Probably like yeah, like you can do it, I can do it. I mean, you're just like you're always working, you're always doing something, you know.
Mm, mm. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Okay,
Liz.
this is interesting. I cannot wait to hear the answer if you have
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
What
Okay.
piece of advice or
Mm-hmm.
insight have you gained from me that stuck with you?
Hmm. Ooh. I mean,
I'm your mom, so I give
yeah.
lots of advice, but what has stuck?
I think like you've just like you've always like taught me to like do whatever makes you happy. Um uh and just like I struggle with being happy a lot, and so I try to find a balance of like okay, like what's going to make me happy. You're like I don't care what you do with your life. I think in general, but you've just like always said like do what what makes you happy, do what's best for you, you know? And so I think that's like really stuck with me of like
Okay.
trying to find that balance.
Trying to
Every
figure that
yeah,
out is tough
yeah.
sometimes.
Hmm.
It's always about finding the balance, because um you want to do good, you want to make yourself happy, but if you just make yourself happy, that goes down the whole rabbit hole too, right? You kind of have to like go whatever between happy, healthy, and all of that. Yeah. So
Hmm.
that question, Liz, makes me want to ask her another question too. And again, you could say pass, right?
Okay.
Um, so like you mentioned like trying to stay happy because like every and like I don't tend to I think that we use happy a little like too loosely. Like you always have to be fucking happy. Like, I'm sorry. I don't subscribe to that because
Hmm.
you don't even know what happy is unless you've been sad, right? So
Hmm.
there right, happy is stupid. I almost like to use the word like content or fulfilled or purposeful or something else, right? Another
Okay.
term for it, right? But in terms of that, like let's say if we say fulfilled or purposeful or one of those other words, um
Hmm.
when your mom Liz is giving you like that advice to like just go do the thing that helps you feel that way, and then like with having a baby, right,
Hmm.
those two things, right, because then you're kind of putting all of your like purpose, fulfillment, effort into that, you know, that
Hmm.
person, right? So how have you found ways, or are you, and it's okay to talk if you're not, right? Because then it's like, okay, yeah, I'm not, that's fine too. But like, are you, how are you finding ways, or is there anything that you're using to kind of navigate like your own personal, you know, fulfillment or contentment? Has that been a struggle, and are you finding ways to handle that well or not? Right?
Yeah, I gotcha. Well, so that's I just started going back to therapy, and I mean, like, I'm not saying that Delilah doesn't make me happy and stuff, but like, just trying to find a purpose other than just being a mom, because that's like I feel like that's what I am.
Mhm.
Um, so I'm trying to just like figure out who I am again, and so like I'm working on going to therapy, getting on some more medication that's going to help. Um,
Mhm.
so I'm working on it.
Good.
Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. It's always a work on. I mean, and
Hmm.
I think Liz had that a lot. I know I went through periods where I had that too, where I was just like, okay, like my only fucking job is like a milk bag and, you know, changing diapers and making sure this human like lives, you know,
Hmm.
like doesn't die. And then it becomes like your whole world, you know, goes to this like one little point and that's all you see. But
Hmm.
yeah, I think Liz and I both did that after having kids because we had our time before we had kids. Like we
Yeah.
Yeah.
didn't know what we're, you know what I mean? In the right in our cult, it was like, well, you get married, you have babies, you shut up, you make food, and you make babies,
Hmm.
and that was it, right? So
Yeah.
then, like when we got out, we were like, okay, what do I do now? You know, I
Hmm.
don't even know. And then Liz had babies right away, and she was in a deep dark circle of death for a while, like,
Oh
Hmm.
and
yeah.
I don't even know that she even recognized it even at the time. But yeah, because she had one, two, three, boom, 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 and then she went, you know,
Oh yeah.
way down. And but even then, like I don't even think we knew to like talk about it or anything, or like even discuss it, because it was kind of like, yeah, we don't talk about that shit. And I'm like, dude, mom's comment yesterday was the freaking funniest when we recorded with mom. She said she called childbirth horror. And I was cracking up because I was like, that's freaking amazing. It is horror. Like it does weird shit to your body. It does shit to your brain. You know, it's this like
Yeah.
I think she said
life,
the horror of
the
childbirth.
horror of childbirth. And I was like, yes. But and I've never been shy to talk about it either. Like raising a child, especially solo, is a fucking shit show. Like it is. And everyone talks about, oh, I'm doing this and Instagram and shit and all that. And I'm like, I'm sorry. This is a this is a piece of trash. Like it sucks. So I'm totally with you. Like there's no like you can't sugarcoat it and like I struggled. I always said when I struggled, I'm like, yeah, I had a hard time. You know, there's points at which I had to choose, like all that shit. But you know what? It's okay. I'm like, that's fine. I'm fine with talking about it. If you're uncomfortable with it, you know, that's like an issue for you. I'm like, it's okay, you know, to talk about it and to, and I'm glad you're getting help. I've been 25 years of therapy, still going, you know,
Hmm.
as needed. Cause yeah, we all need, everybody should be in therapy. Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Morgan.
Yeah.
I appreciate you sharing that and valid, you know, very valid. And it's okay. I'm glad you're working on. That's okay. I'm still working on being a grown up. So, okay. Your turn, Liz.
Um, I don't know. What's I could ask you something really funny. Um, what uh was your growing up? What did you have a moment where you um well, I don't know because your teenage years were fucked. Um So I'm trying to think. I guess I don't know. Do you I already asked you about advice. So, do you have any interactions we've had that you remember that were positive or negative? I guess you could say either one.
I mean, I've had a, I feel like I've had both. I think the one that like it still fucks with me a little bit, uh, was when I was going to tell you about what happened to me, and we were sitting on the porch after work and stuff, and I was fixing to uh go to work, and uh I was like, I want to talk to you, and you were just like, and that was when I was homeschooled and stuff, and they were just like, I'm so glad I don't have to worry about you and stuff, and I was just like, oh, okay, and I know we've talked about it before, but I was just like, well, she doesn't. That's when I was just like, well, she doesn't care about me, so she doesn't want to know.
Yes.
So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
That was rough. I think that from that, I've learned that you can never like assume
Hmm.
you know what's going on in your child because we have no fucking clue as parents. I think that is probably one of my most regrettable moments with you,
Hmm.
obviously. But because I did think you were doing good because you were staying on top of school. This is why I thought she was doing good. She was on top of school. She was, I mean, getting good grades. She was working full time and going to school. This was in high school. And she seemed like very responsible. Meanwhile, I have my oldest who loved to push every boundary and skip school and truancy and all these other things where she would just like push the boundaries and everything. Morgan's like, I am going to school, I'm getting straight A's, I'm doing all this stuff and working full time. And so I literally just assumed that she was doing great and definitely was not. So I do think that's probably my most regrettable moment with you. But I think that what you can learn from that is that never assume your child is okay. Doesn't matter what's going on the outside because we have no fucking clue what's going on the inside for sure.
Yeah, and I would add to that too is like often the people who seem like they have everything together,
Yes, yes,
right? And that everything's fine, which is why I'm like grateful that we can just talk about like, yeah, sometimes shit is not okay. That those are the ones you actually want to check on the most because they're probably carrying the load for a lot of other people,
yes.
themselves, or
Well,
something
and
big they're
putting on a
dealing with.
show
Yeah,
to
yeah,
make
yeah.
you believe. Yes,
Right.
yeah,
Assuming just because they look put together and everything's going well does not necessarily mean they're not having a hard time with something
yes.
anyway. So yeah, it was a good
Yeah.
lesson. Well, okay. Um, does that does that do we want to go there and do we want to just briefly go through that and talk about it or again pass or not, but is that something that you want to share so that maybe we can kind of talk about it you know shortly? It doesn't have to be a long drawn out, but if you're wanting to and willing to, do you want to share sort of the nuts and bolts of kind of what you were going through at the
Yeah.
time? Okay, it's up to you, and you're not pressured at all. We can,
No,
yep, we can just discuss it from the outside, or you can tell us like whatever you want if you want to. Again, you can say pass, and that's okay. You're fine if you don't want to.
Yeah, we could talk about it. I
Okay.
mean,
Well, let us know what you want to share about that, and that's fine.
okay, well, I mean, when I just like when I was 15, I was um raped brutally um by three strangers that I don't even know and probably will never like come to face with again or ever see justice, I guess. And I just have a lot of trauma from it.
Hmm. Yep. Yep. And then the the lasting effects from that, right? You never know when they
Hmm.
pop up, but I don't have the
Yeah.
same story, right? But I have similar, and you know what? Most women do. Not your same circumstances, but most women do have a big thing like that, right? Abuse of some kind when you're, not an adult, you can't consent, right? And it's usually never punished. And that rests heavy, right, with all
Yeah.
of us, but the unmasking of it and the talking about it again, just like being sad when you're fucking sad,
Yeah.
it's okay. Yeah. We got plenty
Hmm.
of reason to be bitches and right, hormonal and fucking hysterical, because y'all, like, man or fucking bear, right? It's always the
Yeah.
bear, always. Yeah. So that's sort of the piece that I was going to bring into it too, because on our show
Hmm.
we talk about like parenting and being a woman and right, just the whole world shit that we have to deal with and where we came from in the cult where we didn't fucking know. And right, so there's that nobody talks about either. And because you go through traumas like that, it's like, well, the only way it gets addressed, or any chance of like getting shit right with men, right, is just to talk about it. And then again, it's like, the lack of
Awareness.
closure. Yeah, well, the lack of closure for you is huge. It's significant
Yep.
because you never get to, right, put your validity back on that situation. And in my case, I did to some degree, right? I did get that, which is big in terms of going, okay, I did get to stand up for myself, right? And then now it's kind of like without punitive, right, punishment for the thing that was wrong. It's kind of like you get in this zone of, one, there is no justice for me, right? Like, it could happen again, and right, I don't even, right, there's no punishment, so it feels vulnerable all the time, right, constantly. And then you also don't feel as though your personhood, who you are, and you as a woman, you as a person, you as Morgan, gets valid. And that's a lot. It's heavy.
Hmm.
It's heavy, heavy. And there's no, like, Liz, I think you mentioned this yesterday too, there's no preventing, like we think we can prevent, right, with our kids, like what
Oh
happened to
God,
us,
yes.
right? Like we think we can, and then you like there's a point at which you just have to go, I can't. There's no way I can ever stop that from happening to someone I love. What, the only thing you can, right? You have to focus on what you can do, right? What can I do instead of, right? The preventing, again, that's an extreme, right? Trying to prevent it or protect
Well, I
doesn't,
mean, you can do everything in your power to try and
right?
protect your children.
But you can't.
There's still bad people in the world. There's
Yeah,
still situations that you're not in control of, and there's still things
right.
that happen. I think that's very hard to admit as a mother, especially that you can't control everything
Yeah,
because you want to, especially when it comes to your kids. Because I
yeah.
mean, I would die for my kids. Um, so I think that's the hardest thing is that you cannot, even
Oh,
with your best intentions, but I mean, could have educated better, could have, there's things that you can look back on and always think, oh, well, maybe we could have done this or, to prevent something like that. So
yeah, yeah,
education, awareness, things like that are very
right.
important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And then, yeah, there, I mean, again, I think we all struggle with this, meaning all three of us, and mom does too, is like the guilt, right?
Uh-huh.
Whether it's that you did something wrong, right? Like, I did this and therefore that happened to me, or I didn't do this and it happened to someone I love, or it happened to me, right? So you kind of like
Yeah.
get stuck in that. And I'm like, yeah, that helps no one though, and especially not me, right? Like,
Yeah. Mom
and,
is fucking real. Huh, Morgan?
Yes.
mhm.
You
Yeah, and
probably, I mean, you probably just for random things, kids like fall and hurt themselves, and you feel like, oh shit, could I have prevented that? You know what I mean? Like stupid
Hmm.
things in it. Or I mean, you're in it right now with daycare.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? You struggled with putting her in daycare for a year.
A year.
mhm,
A
Wow.
year. And I'm like, it's okay. Lots of parents put kids in daycare, and she wanted to
yeah,
be around for her at all times and she to protect her, you know.
yep,
But
yep,
like you also, I'm like, dude, you're trying to go to school full time and work. It's impossible to not have some help.
yeah, yeah,
So she's
absolutely,
finally like agreed to do that. And um of course the kids know how to make you feel guilty at that age too when they
right.
cry when you
Oh,
leave.
and they'll get better at it too, right?
Oh
They
yeah.
only, yeah, they only learn how to get better at it. Um, that and that like that dialogue about I've got to protect, I have to do all that is like that's only for you. Like you have to understand the separation between that's me, like those are my emotions and that's how I feel about it. And I'm struggling this right now too, is like understanding that my emotional response is about what I'm feeling. Right. That's me. That's 100% me. And not to like put that onto someone else, right? And then
Right.
that's the bigger thing for me was like I can't allow how I feel about a situation to impact someone else that I love negatively.
Yeah.
Right? Meaning that they need and they should get and they should have and they should feel their own, thing. And so like me making choices or restricting or even like saying stuff that doesn't help them be who they are, right? Or pulls them into something that's better for them shouldn't that's just how I feel, right? So I'm really trying and I'm having one particular situation right now where I'm like that's me. So I need to acknowledge that that's my feelings and that's how I feel it. But that doesn't mean that that's they deserve that, right? And
Yeah.
that's a tricky one. Yeah. And then the mom guilt kicks in and all that. Okay. Well, let's do a round of fun facts.
Okay.
So we did this with your dad.
Hmm.
And I listed things that he's good at that like nobody knows, like low key, like um hidden talents
Okay.
that nobody knows about that we
Some
know
people
about you.
know,
Some
but
people do. Yeah. But things that like are hidden talents. So Liz, well, I got one that I know, actually a
I
couple.
have several
Okay.
in my
So
brain
I'll go
already.
first, Liz, you go second, and then Morgan, you have
Okay.
to like let us know anything we missed.
Okay.
Okay, like something like you're like, yeah, I'm real good at that shit, right? And we missed it. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say that Morgan, and I don't know that this is wrong. So the only reason I recognize, well, we knew this about Morgan when she was young, but she has the uncanny ability to remember every single word in a song if she hears it like only one time. Okay. So listen, I'm not kidding. I've seen her do it. But I call that an aural. So in my terms, like thinking of historical, like our human, like what the brain and stuff learns. So she has to be older genes. Like those are older genes because before we had writing and book, right, and print press and everything, that's how all histories were handed down was verbally through oral history. So someone in your genealogy had to have been like a scribe that kept it all in their brain. Not kidding. And then they shared it, right, and kept it in their brain. So she has an oral
No,
memory.
if you're ever on a game show with songs and you call somebody for lyrics,
Morgan.
Morgan is
Morgan.
the person.
Yes.
Okay.
She will know
Yes.
that. That is a fact.
And then I'll say, second of all, she's the person, if we're standing in a room and like something awkward, funny, silly, um, out of the norm. Like she's the first person I'm going to look at. Liz, you're never that person, but as I pointed out to you, I will. Like if I point it out to you, you will. But Morgan picks up on it like I pick up on it, where she notices the deviations of social norms and odd behavior immediately. So she's also got like that visual like cue thing going on with like social situations, which I find hilarious too. So those are two things that I was thinking about. I was like, yep, I'm always going to eyeball Morgan because she's probably going to see it. And then we're going to have a good laugh about it. Okay.
Yep.
Those are my two big ones.
She's really, she can, so like songs, she also is like amazing at line dancing. She'll watch a video, learn the line dance. She knows it, like boom, all the way. She loves dancing and she can twerk crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I literally remember that from when, I mean, you were probably, I don't know, 17 or 18 when I saw you do that. And I thought, oh my God.
Oh my
Because
God.
I have like zero dancing abilities. So you must get that from your aunt Rachel. The dancing.
You gotta have a booty to twerk though, to be fair, because you have to slap those butt cheeks together. That's actual twerking, is when you slap them and it makes a noise.
Well, it's where the butt is like definitely banging up and down.
No, it's this though, right? You have to go this way to get the boom boom there. I have a girlfriend that did it in dance.
Yeah.
And no, it's literally you have to hear the butt cheeks slap together. No, that is twerking. That is actual twerking. We'll have to look it up. Okay,
I believe
is that
you.
it?
Oh, probably not. She's also the most giving person in the world to a fault.
Mhm.
She thinks of everybody else before herself, which me and her have a lot of similarities from when I was young. And I have to say, Morgan, I did that. Don't do that. Because I, oh my God, used to be a people pleaser. And I don't know if you're such a people pleaser, because in general, if you want to do something, you're going to do it no matter if anybody likes it or not. But if there's a way for you to help somebody out, you're going to do it.
Yeah,
anytime.
She's a yes girl.
Yep,
Yeah.
she goes out of her way time to help people.
Yeah.
She loves people a lot, and even people can't stand. She will still help them out in a situation. So she's got a very good heart.
Yeah. Yeah,
Always.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, do we miss anything fun, Morgan?
No, nothing I can think of. I mean, an interesting fact is when I was in 8th grade, I used to could do like the multiplication, like 12 times 12, 13 times 13, all the way up to 26, and remember it by heart.
So you have a good memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our brain certainly works. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Do we do wins and fails?
Yeah. We can.
Are we gonna do the sign off, or should we save that for later? I mean the one
later.
Okay. Yeah. Liz, go. What's your win and fail?
So my win is that I have not gotten sick in the sickness era around me. The fail is that I probably will.
Yes. I was gonna say, don't speak too soon.
I know, but that's my win and fail. For now, everybody's around me and I've not got sick, but my fail is I probably will.
Yeah. So. Okay. My fail is sleep. Just
what?
Sleep.
Oh, okay.
Sleep. I'm just shitty at it. It's gotten worse. Working on it. So I'm not just complaining, right? But that's my fail. Yeah, working on it. Let's see. My win is we got rain this week because fires, everything's on fire. But we actually got rain a little bit, a couple days this week, which is really good because when it's dry and the firefighters are like, doing their best,
Yes.
it's helpful. So that's my win. Little things, but important. You got any wins or fails, Morgie?
Win is I have finished all of my schoolwork for the week.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Only Tuesday.
I know. Well, last night since Delilah wasn't sleeping, I just did it. Um, fail. My house is just disgusting, and I don't want to clean it.
Okay. You don't have to.
That's a good one.
I know someone that I love very much that doesn't either, so it's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready for my sign off?
Yeah.
Okay. After all is said and done, more is said than done. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.